and welcome to the AI Prompt Forage. I'm so glad you're here because I love talking about this product. So what is the AI Prompt Forage? Well, it's a place for you to go fill in a form and have my team and me generate or forge a custom AI prompt for you. So why do you need a custom AI prompt? Well, most people are frustrated with AI because they don't get the results that they want out of AI, so they get frustrated, they leave, and they don't use it anymore. And the reason that is because they don't give good enough and decisive enough and clarity in their prompts for AI to give them what they want. As they say, garbage in, garbage out. So if you put a bad prompt in, you're going to get bad information out. But if you write a really long and descriptive prompt that really tells the AI what to do, you're going to end up getting a really good output. The next time you go to ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini or any of the other AI platforms, you really want to give them a great prompt so you feel great about the output. So let me explain to you how to use the prompt forage. First of all, you go to speakgeektome.com. When you get there, go to the AI prompt forage. Also, the link to get there directly is on the screen and in the description below, so make sure you check that out. Also, don't forget, if you like this video, subscribe, hit like, and share. That really helps us propagate this video out to more people so that we can help more people. All right, so you get to this page, you come down here, and it tells you what the AI prompt is and tells you what to submit. But really, the crux of the prompt forage is this form right here. If you fill in this form, then hit submit, it's going to send a message to me and my team. We're going to create a prompt for you, and we're going to send it back to you in email. And that's why we're asking for your name and email, so that we can send you the prompt back in your email. Then you're going to fill in some information. We'll get to that in a minute. But if you're filling out the information here, there's an instruction manual just below the form, just in case you need a little bit of help. So it says building your AI prompt. It talks about modes, it talks about tasks, it talks about personas, and those are things that can sound a little scary, but if you read down below, it's very easy, and I'm going to tell you right now what it is. So let's talk about filling in the form. Of course, you're going to fill in your name and email address. Once you fill that in, you fill in the name of your prompt. Then you put a description of your prompt, what you want to get out of ChatGPT. Then you put a mode in, you put a persona in, you put a task in and output. So let's look at what those mean. I created a little cheat sheet for the video here. So let's go over to the cheat sheet and look at this. I created a little page of what we're going to put in the form just to kind of show you what we're going to do. So I came up with a prompt name just off the top of my head. Create long form blogs that are SEO rich and engaging. That's going to be the name. Then this person, this person wrote this description that they would put in the form description field. I run an adventure travel business, write a long in-depth blog post, 1,500 words, and then they say they want it SEO optimized, 10 medium competition keywords and 10 medium competition long tail phrases, and use them as many times in the blog and still be natural sounding and not sound scammy or, like you're embedding these keywords in there. Then you're going to put in a mode. Well, mode can be a bunch of different things, so I made a list of some of them that could be down here. Like it could be research mode. So you're telling the AI bot that we're going to gather information, we're going to analyze, we're going to synthesize. If I say brainstorm mode, that means we're going to generate some creative ideas, which that kind of sounds like what we do in a blog. You can read through these. This list is actually on the print forge down below in the instructions. And then you come down here to persona. If we go down here to personas in my list, my cheat sheet down here, I say I use these first two in every single prompt I write. I always tell it to be human. I always tell it to be conversational. Otherwise, it starts to sound like a robot has written everything you've done. Then I might put in something like witty, or I might put in driven. I might also say make it at a 9th grade comprehension level. I hate to say this, but most people comprehend on a 9th grade level. So if you write at that level, people will enjoy the writing better. Then sometimes I'll even actually use the Myers-Briggs test output or other and personality tests, because ChatGPT will know all of the personality tests. So if you have a couple of different personality tests that you want to use those to sound like some specific way, then you can use that. If you go back up to our form that we were filling out, I said human, conversational, and ENFP. So if we go down here and look at this, well, ENFP is enthusiastic, imaginative, people-oriented, seeing endless possibilities. So it's going to write in that format. We could also put in voices, like I could say different comedians like George Carlin or Bill Cosby, or I might say if I'm writing a financial piece, I might say write in the voice of Dave Ramsey or Dick Clark or William Shakespeare. So if we go back up to my cheat sheet up here, you can see that I put in, we're going to say sound like Paul Harvey. Then we're going to put the tasks in. The task is almost like the description, but it's a little different. So the task is more like, in this case, we're very specifically saying we want this to be 1,500 words when we write a blog. We want it to be engaging, well organized, and actually helpful for people. And, we're going to include real fears of people because this particular guy wanted a blog about adventure travel and going to other countries. So when he writes blogs, they're going to probably all have stuff like this to address. Because this person who gets this prompt, is probably going to use the same prompt over and over and just tweak a little bit for each blog that they want to write. So now the output is the blog is in standard text, but I want the keywords to be in a table format. We're going to get a lot of information. We're not only going to get the blog, but we're going to get a list of all the keywords and how often it's being used in Google, so we kind of know what our competition is. So I've already filled in the form. No, here it is. Paul Stryer, put my email address, creating the email blog. Here's that description from that paper. Brainstorm mode, human, conversational, ENFP, voice of Matt Rife. Actually, I just thought of someone even better. Since this guy is going to be doing travel stuff, why don't we put in the voice of Robin Leach? There we go. So now, what this is going to do when we submit it, you're going to see a little thing down here that says thank you, then it's going to go to a thank you page. So watch very quickly. It's going to be submitted. Now, let me just go ahead and send it, and you'll see down here that it is sending. Your submission was successful. Then it comes here. It tells you, be patient. It might take a few minutes up to a few hours, depending on how many that we have to write. And then it says you're going to get an email from paul@speakgeektome.com. Once you get that email, there'll be a link in there to click to come to the vault. Now the vault, there's a link down here. This button that says, hey, while you're waiting, why don't you go check out the secret prompt vault while you're waiting? So you click on that, and it should take you to the secret prompt vault, which is right here, prompt vault. And you can come in here and you can see all the user submitted requests for prompts, because every time we create a prompt, we put it into the vault so everybody has access to everybody's prompts. Because here's the cool thing. When you get your prompt, it's not going to be a prompt specifically for you and that story about travel adventure. It's going to be a prompt with variables in it. So those variables are going to, you're going to fill those in when you use those in ChatGPT. Let's take a look at the one we just created. Okay, the prompt is finished because I just saw an email come in for it, and it's in the vault. So let's first go to the vault, see what it looks like. So let's go up here, go to the prompt vault. Let's go here. SEO rich long form blog, AI prompt for travel fears. Let's click on it and see where it comes. So it put a really cool little picture here. We have an introduction about the prompt, what it is, and then here's the information that the person submitted me to actually get the prompt created for them. And here's the prompt. Act as an expert SEO content strategist and travel blogger. Your task is to generate a compelling SEO optimized long form blog post that addresses the biggest fears people have when traveling to other countries. And then it comes down here, you have to fill in the blog title, fill in information. You can also ask when you paste the prompt that you'll need a title with it, right? And you might already know your audience, or you might want to ask ChatGPT to give you the audience instead of just filling in the target audience here. So let me just show you real quickly the email that I got that let me know it's here. Here's the email, and it says, great news. Your AI prompt titled SEO Rich Long Form Blog, AI Prompt for Travel Fears has been forged, and here's the address. You just click on that address and it takes you to where we were just at. So what you're going to do is you're going to highlight the prompt from the web page all the way to here, because it even gives you an example, and then you're going to copy it. then you're going to go to any text editor you want, Word or Google, whatever, and you're going to paste it in. Then you are going to fill in the information here. Let me do that real quick, and I'll pause the video. I'll be right back. Okay, I filled in the spots where it asked me to fill it in. I put in a few keywords and told it to give me, I filled in 4 keywords, told it to give me 6 more, told it I didn't have any long tail key phrases, and to find some that are being searched on Google today in relevance to this blog. I also told it I wanted in the voice of Robin Leach, conversational, human, and witty, and I filled in the rest of what it asked me for. I'm going to copy this, then I'm going to go over to ChatGPT. I'm going to log in if you're not logged in, and you do not need a paid account to use this. Then I hit Control V. There's the whole thing. Now I'm going to hit Send. And off it goes. And now it's going into Canvas mode because it's writing me a blog. Now notice that my prompt is over here, but it's in Canvas mode. If you want to get out of Canvas mode, you just hit this X, but let's go ahead and write. But if I tell it to edit something in here, I can read it and tell it to edit it. And then I can come here and say edit XYZ, and it will edit it right here in the canvas. It will also, I can type in this canvas, so after it's done I can read it and add some stuff in, fix it, change it, do whatever. But as you can see, it's writing my blog right now as we speak. I'm going to let it finish, and I'll start the video as soon as it finishes. Okay, it's finished our blog. So we have a blog, Conquering Your Biggest Travel Fears, a digital nomad's guide to safe and stressful adventures. That's got a lot of keywords in it. It's pretty good. You come down here, you read it. Fear 1 is it safe to travel alone? And then it gives you stuff, and it even gives you a pro tip. And then it comes down here and gives you what if I can't speak the language, gives you some information and solutions, and gives you a real world example. It's a pretty good blog, and it's not hard to read, it's fast to read. And when we get to the bottom, it actually created our keyword table that I asked it to. It used adventure travel 3 times in it, and that particular keyword's used 22,200 times last month on Google. Travel was used 15 times in the blog, and that has 673,000 times out on Google. So I got a lot of information about my keywords, but I also got my blog. Now in the Canvas mode, when you're ready, all you gotta do is hit this little button on the upper right hand corner to copy it, and then paste it right into your website or wherever else you're gonna put it. I hope that the prompt Forge is something that they use often. Please bookmark it, and come as often as you want and get as many prompts made for you as you want and desire. And I hope that you'll read each one that you get and kind of get an idea of how we are formulating the prompts so that you learn better how to create your own prompts. And I look forward to seeing you in future videos. This is Paul Stryer. Have a good day.